The truth.
9 was, in all honesty, right, a really weird map. Like, it's it was unspecified whether this map came before or after Voyage of Despair, which already makes things more complicated than it needs to be. And the map is very different from Voyage of Despair. Obviously, Voyage took place on the Titanic, whereas 9 takes place in a ancient, like, Rome battle temple thing. I don't know how to explain it, but very different settings. The story is pretty much the same. They need to do challenges or some shit to go and save Scarlet's father, but it's, yeah. And so, on release, it was just overshadowed, jeez. 9 was overshadowed upon release. You know, there was Blood of the Dead, the Mob of the Dead remake, which everyone was very excited for. I remember Black Ops Amazing, if anyone remembers him. I don't know if he's still popular, I don't watch him anymore. But I remember Black Ops Amazing, he posted a community poll on YouTube asking what map people were most excited for. And I remember, because I was using my phone and we were almost back to my house because I was on a car ride. I remember clicking Blood of the Dead, and Blood of the Dead by far was the most highly anticipated map. It had like 79%. And I know that 9 had the least, the lowest percentage, which, I mean, isn't shocking. Because of how it was portrayed, a lot of people thought that in 9, it was going to be basically melee weapons only. You know, you'd have to fight gladiators, gladiator style. Obviously, that wasn't the case, thank God. But due to a lot of confusion about the map, it was the least looked forward to. And because of this, upon release, it was the least played. Statistically speaking, it was at its lowest point during release. It was the least played map, and I know that I contributed to that. I did not play the map at all, actually. I was too busy fucking having an existential orgasm because of Blood of the Dead. And due to this, due to how low it was, and a lot of this has to do from the fact that it just seemed uninteresting. Nobody played it. The map went unseen. And, you know, it sucks that it went unseen for so long, but it's a good thing that people are finally starting to see that it's a good map. In my personal opinion, I don't think it's an amazing map. I don't think it's a great map. I do think it's better than Voyage, but I'd say it's on par with Classified. I'd say that Alpha Omega and Tagdatoten are better, and in my own personal opinion, I debate with myself, but I'd have to say that Blood is also better. Once again, that's all my own opinion. But yeah. With that being said, the first thing we should probably get into is the gameplay for the map, because, you know, believe it or not, that's a fucking huge deal. And so, I mean, starting off with the most obvious thing, when you spawn in, you look around, aesthetically, it's a really good map, right? It just, in all honesty, it looks really good, aesthetically pleasing the map is. Yes, I have been taking classes from Yoda, don't laugh. But anyways, you get the idea. Like, you spawn in, you look around, and you're in a battle arena where you need to fight for your life to please the audience. And it's cool. It makes you feel like you're in what I assume to be like ancient Greece, maybe ancient Rome, I don't know. It's one of those two, I think. But you feel it, you can see it, and it definitely gives off that vibe, and it sells the feeling very well. Each of the perks on this map they have their own basically temple dedicated to them, and so there are a total of 4 perks, obviously. So that means 4 different temples, basically 4 sections. So how the map is laid out is you spawn in the center of the map, which is a big battling arena, and then you have 4 parts of the map that branch off, and they are your perks. So the first perk is the first perk that comes to mind is Zeus. He is a god from Greek mythology. Specifically, I'm saying Greek mythology because it actually matters. Greek is the god of lightning. He's a very big character in Greek mythology, and the only reason I know this is because I played God of War, so I actually started reading a little bit about Greek mythology. Then there is Ra. He is an Egyptian god, and you can tell when you go into the Temple of Ra, because the whole temple it gives off the Egyptian look. You know, there's temple. There are the tombs for the pharaohs. You can see the pharaoh's tomb, I believe. It's all very golden. It's all shiny. It's all rich-like. It definitely gives off the feeling that it is a Egyptian god. Then there is fuck, I'm trying to think of his name. Odin. Odin is a god from Norse mythology. I don't know what his role is. The only god I know the role of is Zeus, honestly. But Odin is from Norse mythology, and all I know is he has something to do with Vikings, because the entire Odin temple is just filled with Viking-type memorabilia, I don't think it's the right word, but it has Viking-like memorabilia. So I know that Odin is he's a Norse god, and he I don't know, maybe he's just a big fan of Vikings for all I know. But yeah. And then there is Danu, who is a Scottish god, I think. Don't quote me on that. But I think he's a Scottish god. I may be wrong. I probably am wrong, honestly. I remembered all of the mythologies those other gods are from, but for some reason, I'm just drawing a blank. But I think it's a Scottish god. And I don't really know much about him. You know, I can't remember a lot. For some reason, specifically about Danu, was it? Yeah, Danu. But yeah, so because of the 4 different mythologies, it offers a nice variety, both from things that you could learn, but also each area manages to feel entirely like its own. Like, it could be part of one map centered around that mythology. It's really interesting, honestly. But that is a good thing. It's a good type of interesting. Not like not like Voyage of Despair's interesting Voyage of Despair's interesting Pack-a-Punch setup or process or whatever. It's not that kind of interesting. It's interesting in a good way because it gives variety. It gives a different feeling. You get a different vibe for each of the temples, which is not a common thing, but it's a good thing if you understand what I mean. So there's the 4 different mythologies. So there's 4 different Greek gods. They all have a nice, good look. They all feel different. They all feel unique, and that's a good thing. The Pack-a-Punch in this map is actually pretty easy. Because to Pack-a-Punch, in order to Pack-a-Punch, you have to go to each of the temples. So Pack-a-Punching not only is easy, it's fun, although costly, it is fun, and it encourages you to explore the map. You are actually encouraged in this map to look around and explore. Not only are you encouraged, you're technically forced to if you want Pack-a-Punch. And like I said, getting Pack-a-Punch isn't even that hard. All you have to do is slay the 4 warriors for each god, 1 warrior per god basically, and then you get a part of them and you bring them to the overall temple, and you put them on some fucking big swords. I don't know what they're called, and Pack-a-Punch opens. It's not hard. It's actually pretty easy. But you get a tour around the map, which I think is a really, really good thing that maybe more maps need to do. This map has a really interesting wonder weapon. I I remember when I learned about the wonder weapon, I looked up the meaning behind it, but that's been like 2 years. Okay, I can't be bothered. But the Death of Orion, also known as its pack-a-punched version, the Scarlets Kiss, is a really good weapon. I know it's good, not for my own use. Personally, I don't like it, but that's because I'm fucking stupid, and I can't figure out how to use the fucking gun. But when people use their brains, they put their brains to maximum 2% power, and fucking figured out how to use it, it's actually a really effective gun. Overall, it's just a really beneficial weapon to have if you know how to use it, which I do not. Doesn't stop me from using it. I still like using it because it's a cool looking gun. What other map can you say has a gun where you get to shoot a fucking scorpion? You know? It's not common that that's the case. Let me think. The map, okay. I think I made it pretty clear. I do not like the Chaos Story, and more so, I do not like the Chaos Story's bosses, that being the Blight Father and the, I don't know how I'm drawing a blank to the name, Elemental Zombies. I fucking hate them. I hate both of them just because all they are tedious annoyances that get in the way of a fun, good game. And although they are on this map does have its own mini bosses, and there are two that this map introduces. There are the gladiators, which are fucking phenomenal. Honestly, they make the gladiators, obviously because they're fucking gladiators, and this is battle arena. The gladiators make it feel even more like what it's trying to be sold as, that being a gladiator arena. And so, not just that, the gladiators are cool, just all around. Gladiators are cool mini bosses. They're not insanely hard to kill, and they do reward you. With that being said, there's another one, and the other one is the tigers. Tigers basically replace dogs. However, they're cool. They're cooler, I'd say, because they actually make sense in this map, because, you know, tigers were often used in gladiator arenas and gladiator battles. This map, if I'm correct, has the challenges, and I don't think Voyage of Despair has them. That's why I said if I'm correct. I don't know if Voyage has them, but I don't think it does, which means this map is the first in Black Ops 4 to have the challenges. And the challenges, there's anywhere from 6 to like a dozen of them. They're actually really fun. Not only are they fun in the sense of they give you something that you can do while you're playing, other than just get the gun high round. They give you a challenge because, you know, they're challenges, but they reward you too. Like you get, when you complete the third challenge, you get a free Pack-a-Punch Strife, so you get a Z Harmony for free. When you complete the last challenge, every single time it gives you a Hades, which is, in my opinion, the best normal weapon, the best box gun in the entire game. That's exclusive to the box. And so, one of them gives you another perk, one of them gives you, the thing that fills your specialist weapon, okay? You know, all around it gives you different stuff, and it's just really good. The shield on this map, I personally like, because you can shoot it, and if I'm correct, you can melee attack with it without it fucking blowing up in your face. If I'm wrong, it's whatever. But the shield itself, the Brazen Bull, is a really, really cool shield, in my own personal opinion. Just because it, once again, makes you feel like you are in medieval, not medieval, but ancient Rome or Greece during a gladiator battle. And it just feels good in the map. It aesthetically works, and in the sense of the game, it works. You're also, one thing about this map that I like is you're rewarded if you're not an absolutely garbage player, which is a good thing. You know, you are rewarded if you don't do doggy doo-doo, the crowd will throw you things. You can get things like, I don't know, you can get a fire sale, you can get a max ammo if I'm correct, you can get a power-up, I think is what it's called, once again, just the thing that fills your specialist ability. You can get a bunch of shit from the crowd. So if you're not a dog shit player, you're rewarded for it. And just one last note, I think I've emphasized this enough, but I'll say it one last time. Playing this map makes you feel like a gladiator in the gladiator time, in the gladiator setting. It all aesthetically, visually, physically even, everything about this map sells the location. It all actually works. And one thing I actually really like about this map is this map and Ancient Evil are the only maps, in my opinion, where having a homunculus makes fucking sense. I don't understand how it makes any sense outside of these two maps, because in Dead of the Night it makes no fucking sense, because a homunculus, the way I know it means like a really short being, a really short person, but on the other hand, what I'm really getting at is it makes no fucking sense that it exists. It just doesn't. Like, in Voyage of Despair, how does a homunculus tie into the Titanic? And in Dead of the Night, how does the homunculus tie into a fucking stupid mansion? It just doesn't make sense. Whereas on Ancient Evil, kind of, and more specifically, this map, the homunculus actually makes sense. The fact that the homunculus is on the map actually has a reason behind it. Like, it makes sense. So, I mean, yeah, there's that, which is a really cool thing. The next thing that we always talk about is the Easter egg. The Easter egg, I personally have never done, because I'm gonna be honest, I haven't done any of the Chaos Story Easter eggs, and I don't plan to, because I don't like the Chaos Story, in all honesty. It's fucking garbage, in my opinion. But I've heard that it's fun. I've seen some videos. I've watched some stuff to make sure I'm correct. So, here's basically the way it works is, so this is more or less not just Easter egg, it's story and Easter egg. So let me explain. After the shit at the Titanic, shooting the giant blue eye with a fucking super grenade launcher made of just cannons, you go to the four characters, the Chaos Crew. They all go to some sketchy fucking cave, and they basically do LSD. They inhale some super wacky fucking vapors, and in doing this, they get transported to a different fucking timeline, altered dimension thing. They're sent through time and space, basically, to ancient Rome to fight. And so the reason they need to fight is, honestly, the cult leader just wants to please the gods and open some fucking gateway to Agartha or some stupid shit. But, I mean, yeah, that's why this map happens. And so the Easter egg itself is pretty fun. From what I've heard, it's pretty decent. You get to use your specialist a lot. I know there's one step that has some fucking wacky symbols in the Temple of Ra, I believe. But other than that, I don't have much knowledge. I have seen the elephant boss fight, and I have caught up on that part. And from what I understand, the elephant boss fight is actually a really fun boss fight, actually. It's really enjoyable. It's not super hard. It's just all around an enjoyable, an enjoyable boss fight. So, yeah, and so basically what I'm getting at is 9 is, I wouldn't say a hidden gem, as Tim Hansen puts it, for some fucking wacky reason. Jesus Christ, my bad. I wouldn't say it's a hidden gem. What I would say is that it was underappreciated, and it's a good thing it's finally getting its appreciation that it deserves. Because all in all, this is, unironically, a genuinely good map, in my personal opinion. Albeit, I'm not going to go out of my way to boot up Black Ops 4 to play a match of 9. I don't like the map, but I do know that objectively this map is good. Just subjectively, I don't like it. So, yeah. If you have anything you would like to say, please tell me down in the comments. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to like, definitely comment something, say something about some dude named Roger. Give your opinion on Roger. Make sure to like if you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, don't give it a like, because that doesn't make sense. And yeah, I hope you all have having an amazing day. If not, I hope your day starts being amazing. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.